Hello and welcome to the latest edition of New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary, direct from our assignment desk, otherwise known as my Compost Heap. Let's see what stories we're working on this week. Well, here's a step ladder, and just in time because it's time for people to step up, including our new state treasurer from New Haven, Eric Russell. He just got sworn in this week, and he already has a chance to step up. His predecessor got a baby bonds program passed, an important way to close the racial and economic wealth gap. Low-income families, their kid would have bonds set aside modest by the state so that when they're adults, they get some help buying their first house, starting a company, going to college. Well, it turns out that the Lamont administration, fellow Democrats, are trying to torpedo that program, even though their fellow Democrats passed it because of a spat over power with Russell's predecessor. The Connecticut Mirror had a great expose, smoke and emails, interiors showing how they're trying to kill the program, and they even made fun of Eric Russell for saying in The Independent that he wants to make baby bonds still happen. Good luck with that, they said. And we'll see if, in fact, good luck, Eric steps up. Well, here's some money. We try to clean money in our elections in New Haven. It's not easy, but it matters. We have a democracy fund, which if you opt into it and you run for mayor, you get public financing and you agree not to let special interest in, you don't let anyone buy the election. We're the only city in the state who has it because it was a response to the way that it was shown that private contributions and big money in politics was leading to corrupt contracts all the time, development deals and tax deals. So now in New Haven there's an expectation. And Justin Elliker stepped up. The incumbent mayor has already raised the money to participate again in the Democracy Fund. And that's when it counts, when you're an incumbent. Because other incumbents believed in the program, they said, but then when they faced challenges the way he does this year, they opted out because they wanted to be able to get more money from contractors who depend on government. Elliker's a Republican opponent last time who might run again, Jim Carlson, also ran with Democracy Fund. It crossed ideological party barriers, and he said he would again. But not everybody was. So this is a test of who steps up. Oh my, we've been seeing a lot of these memorial candles. Boy, all these new rash of shooting and homicides is so sad. And 100 people turned out at Poplar and Grand this week with many of these candles because of one of the latest homicides. And for a mother, Lakivia Jones, who lost her second child to street violence in New Haven. Both of her sons died. The first in 2020, first homicide of the year, now first in 2023. Well, she stepped up too. She did something hard. She wanted to play a role in trying to stop the violence. In November, she showed up at a Project Longevity call-in with young people who were involved in the life of street violence. And she begged with them, she said, think not just of the people you're mad at who you're shooting. Think of me, parents and families and communities whose lives are wrecked by what you do. And then tragically it happened again. I was reading a story, a great moving story by Nora Grace Flood in the Independence Week about that vigil. And it made me think anew about the stepping up idea. You know, none of us claims to have the answer with education, criminal justice, poverty, government policy, how you solve this problem, but we're all in it together and we need to figure it out together. And when I realized from what she wrote about the vigil, that the answer might not lie in telling other people how they should step up, the way I do in these videos, but rather thinking of each of us, how we can step up. Until next time, this is the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary. Remember, always pick up your trash.